What's up, guys? We are back with another video. I'm back with another video, boys. If you are tapping in, we are going over the Season 5 update. It's just a mini little update, but there are a few things that within the game that did go ahead and change, so I am going to go ahead and let you know about those things. If you don't know, I am a Superstar Showdown player, but if you're not a Superstar Showdown player and you're just tapping in for the update news, I will still go over that. I'll talk about how it impacted Superstar Showdown, how it impacted Regs and Ultimate Team, and how it impacted just the overall community. Okay, so basically, the first thing that we're going to get into, boys, is Drake May did get a Superstar ability. Basically, he was the only player in this update that got Superstar abilities. He did get Protected, Long Range Deadeye, and Fearless. So I think he's about to win MVP. So that's probably one of the reasons why they did this. They usually wait for a major title update to do this, but or the end of season update to do this. So I do see Drake May going ahead and getting his abilities here, which is nice to see. So one of the next things I'm going to go into in this update is basically you're going to see, let me take this headset off. You're going to see these bubble screens that people are running in Regs, in Ultimate Team, in head-to-head, in the MCS. You're going to see those bubble screens. Basically, you're not going to be able to audible out of a formation into a bubble screen and then put the bubble screen player on a flat route. They did go ahead and patch that, which it was well needed because, I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it definitely needed to be patched. It just made the play even better, which I think is a good thing. Definitely needed to be patched. So basically, they are going to put some new Superstar Drip in the game. It'll be on screen. I don't know why I don't see it in the store right now. It could be a bug within the game, so just stay tuned for that. I don't know if it could be a bug within the game if you're not seeing the new Superstar Drip in the game. So just be patient for that. It is coming, and I think it is coming. Hopefully EA will put it in, but I will put a picture up on the screen. New Superstar gear. Also, one more thing they did in the helmets. I think it's the Shut F7 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is the new helmet that is in the game. Because the Shut F7 was already here, but I think the Shut F7 Pro is now in the game. So I think we will see that. If I'm not mistaken, let me know in the comments. So we do have that new helmet within the game, which is pretty cool. And we do have some new face masks for it as well. So we do have the some new face masks for that helmet as well, which is super cool. Some things I would like to see in some future updates. I'm not gonna lie. We need a little better in-ball air defense from defenders. I just feel like it's very hard to go for interceptions when you are any point of the field. You could be in front of the defender, looking at the guy. I just feel like it's very, very hard to. I think it's just very hard to intercept the football this year. And which is not bad, but it just allows for too many big body receivers to allow them to get in front of you and to make plays that they normally wouldn't make, So I do think there has to be a little bit more range on interceptions, and the no look, no intercept. I get that. I'm not saying we have to get an interception, but at least let us make a play on the ball when we're not necessarily looking at the guy. Let us get a knockout animation. Let us have more success with those knockout animations. I would really like to see that in the future. I'm not seeing that enough, which is a big part of the game that we had in 25. I feel like it was a little too overpowered in 25, the knockouts. I feel like, You couldn't get those one-on-one balls that you wanted, but at the end of the day, man, we shouldn't be relying as competitive players on one-on-one footballs. We should be relying on open receivers that can get possession on the football in competitive gameplay. In arcade, in franchise gameplay, I don't really care. But if you're throwing a ball into coverage where there is a defender in the area and he is, step for step with a wide receiver, you should be able to, with the right timing, get a knockout or interception or at least make a play on the ball. And I feel like there's a lot of times where, there is a defender chasing a wide receiver and, even may his back be turned. Hey, let's act like we can get more knockout animations out of that, just allowing the defender to maybe not play the ball, but at least play the receiver and stick his hand up. You don't necessarily have to be looking at the ball to block the ball from the receiver, and that's what I don't like. I don't think there's enough of that in this game. So I hope they do address that in the future updates. And then, one more thing, EA, if you're watching this, man, in Superstar Showdown, the desyncs and Play a Friend are insane. We just desync almost every time we try and ready up into a lobby in Play a Friend lobbies. If you could, please, 2K doesn't have this issue. No other game has this issue. We get a lot of desyncs in lobbies in when we're trying to ready up in Play a Friend lobbies, when we're trying to ready up, and it just desyncs almost every time. We have to try it like 3 or 4 or 5 times sometimes to get into a game. It's really bad, EA. If you're watching this, if you have eyes on this video, please fix this. Superstar Showdown, there's a big community for it. We have a Discord with over 80 competitive players in the Discord, and we want to be great at the game, and we want to play it, and I think EA doesn't give enough love to us Superstar Showdown players. This is a fun mode. This is a super fun mode. It's a super great mode to play in, and I think there's a lot of good that comes from it. Again, it's just like 2K, man. You create your player and you ball out on the field. So I think there's going to be big things to come for Superstar Showdown. EA, I hope you guys can show a little bit more love to this mode and help us out. And hopefully we can make this the main stage, because this would be awesome. This mode is super cool. We'll buy drip, put more drip in the game. We'll buy drip. We'll buy stuff. And I think EA, if you just put a little bit more time into it, we could have a great mode. But that isn't going to be it for the update. I didn't really see anything else other than that, to be honest with you. I didn't really see anything else other than that updated. It was just a small little update. Again, some helmets. Drake May got a superstar. We had a few things, minor things in game, that might change, but nothing crazy. What I'm saying, for us superstar players, the game pretty much plays the same. If you guys do like Madden content and you guys are looking to play Superstar Showdown, or you guys play Madden and you guys like content about Madden, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We are on road to 1,000 subs, so make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. Peace out, boys. Phantom out.